Normally, I talk about helping organizations achieve their most important outcomes by scaling focus. But New Year's is upon us, and that means it's the season of resolutions. Many of us will mark the beginning of the year by writing resolutions to capture the goals we want to achieve in the new year. We tend to be invested in these goals at the start of the year, but often lose sight of them somewhere between January 2nd and maybe the middle of February. Our resolutions often lack the features necessary to keep us focused on achieving them throughout the entire year. My name's Jeremy, and this is Scaling Focus. Today, I'm talking to anyone committing to achieving a goal in the coming year, whether personal or professional. And if you're catching this after the new year, it's not too late to set or rewrite goals for yourself using the approach I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to introduce you to a powerful tool that organizations use to achieve their most important outcomes. This tool offers all the same benefits when applied to personal goals as it does in a professional setting. Let's begin by looking at some example New Year's resolutions that are probably fairly common. Lose weight, save money, start a YouTube channel. Resolutions by themselves often lack what's needed to keep us focused and motivated to achieve them. First, they don't visibly acknowledge the big why behind them. Instead, they read like a task or an activity. If we look back at our example resolutions, I've got questions. Why am I trying to lose weight? Why do I want to save money? Why do I want to start a YouTube channel? If we don't connect back to our big why, it's easy to misapply our focus on the execution of these activities, whether we're meeting our real goal or not. Losing sight of our real goal leads to a loss of motivation and ultimately to failure. Second, they don't drive accountability. We cannot have accountability without some level of specificity. And our example resolutions are not specific. Lose weight. If I lose 1 pound by December 31st, I technically met my goal. Save money. If I save $1 by December 31st, I technically met my goal. Start a YouTube channel. If I create a YouTube account and I post this video, I technically met my goal. But I'm willing to bet that myself and most people who have resolutions like this actually desire more than a marginal gain or loss depending on the goal. We can do better by using an approach that keeps us focused on achieving our most important outcomes rather than blindly performing certain activities. This approach gives us the tools to hold ourselves accountable by tracking specific and observable progress. Objectives and key results, or OKRs, is an effective goal-setting approach that's evolved and been proven in the professional world over the last several decades. It's an intentional technique to prioritize and achieve our most important outcomes. When we focus on achieving outcomes instead of completing activities or tasks, we align the actions that we take to deliver on those outcomes, rather than blindly focused on the rote execution of the activity we traditionally would write. Every goal is captured in an objective with a set of specific key results. Objectives are the what. What is the outcome we're committing to achieving? Key results are the how. How will we achieve our outcome, or how will we know we achieved our outcome? When looking at the coming year, we want to write OKRs for our most important outcomes to focus on. Recognizing that when we choose what to focus on, we're also intentionally choosing what we're not going to focus on. Our OKRs should be goals that can be accomplished in a defined period of time, usually but not always, the year in this case, and the total number should be limited. 1 to 3 OKRs with no more than 5 key results each. If you have more than that, I'm going to question whether or not you're actually focused. Let's shift our perspective by rewriting the example resolution of lose weight as some example objectives. These objectives will frame what key results get written to support them. Losing weight is an activity with no context. To get to our true objective, we start asking ourselves, why do we want to lose weight? And we keep asking why until we've reached our big why, or the overall goal. This could be several things, such as, being comfortable with our bodies for swim season, demonstrating improved health in your annual physical, perhaps to fit into a dress or tuxedo for an upcoming child's wedding. Once we've identified our 1 to 3 most important objectives, we need to give them definition by writing key results. They will tell us how we are going to achieve the objective. We'll use the example objective of improving the results of an annual physical. If our OKR author is overweight, has high blood pressure, and is pre-diabetic, they may work with their doctors to arrive at certain specific health targets that can easily translate into key results. Those key results might look something like this: reduce body weight from 240 pounds to 216 pounds, reduce blood pressure from 140/90 to 120/80, and reduce A1C from 6.2% to 5.0%. These key results set specific, measurable targets and make it clear how the author will demonstrate improved health in their next annual physical. Once the author has an OKR written, they will use it to identify the tasks or activities they will undertake throughout the year to achieve the key results. They may even identify specific additional key results, such as an exercise key result or perhaps a carbohydrate intake key result, to add further definition of how they're going to achieve the objective. As they perform these tasks or activities, they will measure and track actual progress against the key results on a weekly basis to determine if the activities are effective at reaching their key results. If they're not, they may pivot their approach, choose different activities. When they have achieved all of the key results, the OKR is considered to be achieved. Over the next week, set aside some dedicated time to document what you believe are the most important outcomes for you in the coming year. If they read like an activity or a task, keep asking, why do I want to do this, until you reach your true objective. Compare them against one another and identify up to 3 of the most important. You want to focus on those and commit to those for the coming year. And once you have those, start writing some specific, measurable key results. Make sure they have specific targets in them, and if possible, use that approach of the from and to, so we're marking where we're starting from. Now that you've taken the critical and challenging first step of writing and committing to OKRs for the coming year, we need to talk about how to use them day to day. Subscribe to make sure you don't miss the next conversation on working to achieve your OKRs. Thank you very much for your time and attention today. My name is Jeremy, and I've been coaching organizations to evolve and improve through digital transformation, product mindedness, and agility for the last 25 plus years. By teaching the right mindsets and behaviors needed to scale focus in your organization, I can help you get out of your own way to achieve your most important outcomes. If your organization struggles to achieve its commitments, contact me by sending an email to hello@scaling-focus.com, and let's set up some time to connect.